Kansas City Chiefs select Eric Fisher. Deion Jordan. The St. Louis Rams select Tavon Austin.
Now you got what I call a four-down player.
The Buffalo Bills select E.J. Manuel.
You can mold him into something really special.
All right, here we go. It is the top 5 picks of the 2013 NFL Draft. You recognize the common thread there. Lineman, first skill position, did not go off the board until pick number 8. I am Matt Money Smith right here alongside our former scout, the super scout, Bucky Brooks. Even though it was just a season ago, what the heck? We're going to do a draft over of the 2013 NFL Draft. Is that just indicative of how bad it was?
Hindsight's 2020.
There it is.
I know
Hindsight
now.
bias time. So here we go. Here is your top 10. Like we mentioned, not until pick 8 did you get a skill position, the wide receiver, Tavon Austin. You see Eric Fisher, the left tackle, moved to the right side this past season. Supposed to be going back to the left side. Luke Jokel, of course, injury shortened his rookie career there, or his rookie season, I should say. Deion Jordan never quite got back on track. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess, Bucky.
Yeah, a bit of a mess when you think about it. You talk about 2 tackles going at the top of the board, then not having an opportunity to really take some of these skill players that really turned out to be good. Look at the guys who were not selected in the top 10. Cordell Patterson, Eric Reed, Kiko Alonso, Le'Veon Bell, one of my favorites, Eddie Lacy. I think we'll mix that up a little bit, get some of these guys in the mix.
All right, well, let's get it started. Number 1, you're going to stick with the Chippewa?
Nah, let's get Eric Fisher out. Let's find a playmaker. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Keenan Allen?
Wow.
My man from Cal. Look, anyone who listened to the podcast heard us talk about this guy being a special player. Knee injuries prevented him from going where he should have gone in the first round. But when I look at Keenan Allen, this guy is special. Nice hands, explosive route runner, does a great job putting the ball in the paint, as you saw in that touchdown there. He quickly established himself as a dominant player. I believe in year 2, he will be an elite receiver, one that we talk about with the A.J. Greens and the Calvin Johnsons in terms of how he changes the game from the perimeter.
Yeah, if that's not a perfect example of look at the tape, not the combine, not whatever caused him to slide. You watch that guy play at Cal. It was a no-brainer. Best
Anyone who
receiver
saw
in the
him
draft.
should have known that this guy was the number 1 receiver in the draft.
Number 2.
Oh, let's go. Let's get Kiko Alonso. I know we're a little West Coast heavy, Pac-12 heavy. Kiko Alonso was fantastic up in Buffalo last year. Now you put him in Jacksonville. Gus Bradley with the energy, the effort, playing inside. This guy's disruptive. I want to say 4 interceptions all over the field. High motor player with outstanding instincts and toughness. Imagine him playing in Jacksonville. Gus Bradley turning him loose. He continues to make plays and upgrade over what Luke Jokel gave him last year as a rookie.
All right, so our 2 left tackles no longer in the top 10, or at the very least in the top 2 spots. We go to pick 3. The Dolphins trade up into that spot. We leave the trades on these draft do-overs, but instead of snagging Deion Jordan with that pick, they...
Sheldon Richardson, let's go right in the middle. Let's build that defense from inside out. When I watched this guy on tape last year, he was underrated. Super physical, super athletic, highly productive. I mean, his last year at Missouri, he had 75 tackles, led the team in tackles. You don't see that from a guy inside. Goes to New York, is a dominant player on the inside. Muhammad Wilkerson, talking about Quentin Coples, he outplayed them all. This guy is someone that we're going to talk about. Ideal interior player. Put him in Miami. I think he changes the way that defense performs.
Okay, and by the end of the season, Lane Johnson seemed to be coming around at that tackle position for the Philadelphia Eagles. So do you stick with the athlete at the offensive line?
No, we're going to get explosive. I like Lane Johnson. He's a good player. But how about the Honey Badger? Honey Badger got the character worked out. I don't worry about the character right now. I'm worried about the plays. This guy moving inside, playing safety. No one thought that he could move inside and be the impact player that he is. But he only continues to do what he's always done. There you see him knocking the ball loose, continue to make plays, gave them a little bit as a returner all over the field. I like his toughness. I like his effort, his energy. Unfortunate that he had an injury, but we put Honey Badger in the middle of that Philadelphia defense in the secondary. We don't see the ball flying overhead. In fact, I think Chip Kelly likes it because he probably gets the ball back a couple more times to score more points with Nick Foles and Shady McCoy.
Certainly worked out for him in Arizona with his mentor, former LSU Tiger, of course, keeping an eye on him all the while. What about pick number 5? Ziggy Ansah, raw. I mean, one of the rawest prospects we've seen coming to the draft in a long while.
Raw, but he was a great fit in Detroit. 8 sacks as a rookie. I think we will keep him the same. Even though Jim Schwartz couldn't get it worked out, I think Jim Caldwell will make that pick again to help that defense get back on track.
Okay, so Ziggy Ansah stays the same. You want to take a look at pick 7, 6, 7, and 8. We'll do that. Pick 9, you want to swap out, though? Maybe give him a little nugget there before we go?
We give him Cordell Patterson. Talk about this team needing an offensive playmaker. Cordell Patterson, Pro Bowl kick returner. Imagine him playing on the outside. Whoever plays quarterback for the New York Jets would benefit from having a guy that's explosive on the perimeter.
All right, well, there you go. Our draft do-over. Keenan Allen takes over the top spot for the Chiefs with Sheldon Richardson heading to Miami and the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, to the Eagles. For the rest of Bucky's top 10 and the entire first-round draft do-over, check out NFL.com/draft do-over.
Get your goggles on, man. Get your goggles on. Make sure you see him.